Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for showing up to another midweek hangings. We only have a few topics. It's going to be, it might even be a short show. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm going to be leaving for a few days. I'm going out to my cousin's wedding, so I got to do laundry, get everything cleaned up, go get stuff for my cat so somebody can feed her while I'm gone. All sorts of stuff like that. Last minute preparations. So figured we'll talk about the new Superman trailer. Obviously tickets are now out for Superman, so I've I've been checking, and most of them are already pretty sold out already. They went quick. They're going quick. So if you guys are not aware, tickets are now available, and if you guys plan on seeing it, grab them now. If while you can, it's only it's exactly a month away, basically. And with that, they also dropped a new trailer, which I have not fully seen yet. But so we will be watching that. Obviously, when we watch trailers live, we got to watch them in like 15-second increments, or else it'll get taken down. But I might go ahead and just play it, just because the stream is going to be, like I said, it's probably going to be relatively short. It'll be 45 minutes to an hour, give or take. We'll see. And then afterwards, obviously, at 3:30 my time, or an hour from now, Hold My DualShock usually goes live for What the Fuck Wednesdays, so you'll be able to go catch them. And I'll be out and about doing stuff. Let me go ahead and see what's up with the chat. We got Sergeant Garatina. How's it going, Syfaxx? What's going on, Sergeant? How you doing? Obviously, Rockefeller Plaza. He'll be joining me here in just a minute. We got a film goer. What is going on, a film goer? It's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the show started, I think. By my side, it's always been there, always been there, always been there. By my side, it's always been there. What's going on, Rockefeller? How you doing? The middle of the week so far, man. How's it treating you?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing great. I'm very optimistic about this film we're about to talk about, and I think I'm the only one, but that's all that matters.
Yeah, I haven't really been able to go through Twitter and see what people's responses are on it.
Not too positive. I don't know if it's negative so much. I just think it's not too positive. Not really negative, but me.
The only thing I've seen anybody post about it that I've seen so far was Kada, and he's showing that one shot where the guy gets his teeth knocked out, and that shot doesn't look very great.
I heard a lot of people talking about that one. It looks kind of awkward, but when we get there, I'll give you my positive spin on it. You know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah, I'm still looking forward to this movie. Like, they would have to drop a really, really, really shit trailer for me to be like, oh man, this looks terrible. But I'm gonna be seeing it anyways. We got that, and then obviously Fantastic Four a couple weeks after that, and then Jurassic World just a few days before that. So I haven't been hearing any hype about Jurassic World. Like, I haven't been seeing anything new. Anything. No, like, nobody's mentioning that one at all. That one seems to be getting thrown under the bus, or just kind of, oddly enough, like, not talked about. Even though a lot of people enjoyed that last trailer that they came out with. Like, the last trailer, I thought that trailer was pretty good. I was like, I could see people wanting to go see this. This trailer worked out. But obviously Superman is taking front and center. It just seems to be the main one that I see people talking about, which good for Superman. Hopefully it does well. Hopefully the movie is worth it. Like,
I saw a pretty cool picture of Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic and Corn Sweat's Superman, like, sitting next to each other, like I think they're like fist bumping, or maybe just looking at each other. And like off, it has the Superman emblem, but it has like the Fantastic Four emblem too, and they're mixed together. It's like it said something like Pedro Pascal shares tweet letting people there is no hate for movies. I don't know if that was real, because I don't follow Pedro Pascal, and it could have been like, but it was a really cool, like, AI generated image, like of the four and the Superman logo and the same thing, like, kind of blended in with each other. If I can find it, we'll bring it up later.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and check through Twitter and whatnot after we will go ahead and go through this trailer. and see how people are responding to it. Like I said, I've only seen Kata post, and he didn't seem too happy. At least with that one scene. I'm not sure though. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pull up the trailer while I got it here. Let's go ahead and share it. There we go. Make sure it's up here. Make sure it's going. So full screen it. Hold on.
Yeah, this where how it starts right here. I thought this was hilarious. Us watching Superman 78 the other day with the Hollywood sign falling. At one point, he actually catches this building. I'm like, I wonder if when he catches this building, if it'll push up the building that fell into it.
Yeah. Yeah, but rewatching Superman 78 was a good time, man. That's a great movie. Super based,
bro.
Joseph Lanham, what's up, Joseph Lanham? How you doing? How are you doing today? Hopefully well, man. Hopefully well, bro. Doing good. Yeah. So without before we play it, what are your initial thoughts since you've already seen it?
I like it, man. I think it's fantastic. I think
so. You really like it? Okay.
I think they might have got a little bit of pushback from not showcasing the powers of Superman enough, and they bumped it up in this trailer. Like, we've only seen him really flying. We've seen him being hit, and we haven't seen too much super powers being showcased. They ramp it up a lot in this trailer.
I saw that like 15-second little teaser trailer thing they dropped like either yesterday or 2 days ago, and he's obviously he catches the building and he's holds the building up while that lady drives off.
That's pretty cool. It's a little teaser.
I'm sure some of that is in here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, with that, let's go ahead and full screen it here. And we'll play some of it. We'll play it
before you start, keep it right here. So you see the one building up, and you got the other building falling into it. Look behind it. It looks like there's like a radio wave of energy, like a pulse blast, like something going boom. Like you see what I'm saying? Like a cloud of smoke. So you got the one building here, you got the one building falling. Then you look right here. There's like a puff of smoke that's coming out. And I play a video game. Look like somebody said, use the force coming from really far to the left, or something big, a machine.
That or ran in. That's what it looks like.
Or is something is
Angel. What's going on, Angel? How are you doing today, man? Good to see you.
Good to see you, bro. I hope so.
Does James Gunn save the building? Maybe. Yeah. We're about to find out here with this trailer. Let's go ahead and play some of it. I mean, at
least play.
I don't really mind if this one gets.
Yeah. It shouldn't. I mean, I've seen a lot of people playing it.
Let's go for it.
Superman. The most powerful being on planet Earth.
So that's obviously Lex Luthor talking. So it's Lex Luthor is doing a voiceover, and I don't know, his voice sounds all right. Nicholas Hoult sounds okay so far. Got a Twisted Reality, Held Chat, Syfaxx, and Rockefeller. What's going on, Twisted? Hopefully you were doing well, along with everybody in the chat. We're going to be going over the Superman trailer. Going to go ahead and watch it and talk some about it. Maybe I'll try and find some videos from the riots, and then like I said, I got so much stuff that I need to do for my little mini vacation I'm going on for a few days. So just trying to get one last stream out before I have to leave, because I don't think I'm coming back till sometime on Sunday. I don't know if I'm coming back Sunday morning or afternoon. Hopefully I'll be back in time for like the DA's office and then be able to chat it up with everybody. That because the internet up there is like that's really bad connection. So I'll try and join other people's stuff, but more than likely I won't be able to. Like the last couple times I've been up there, the internet was really shoddy.
Who is this walking out of the plane?
It's Lex. That or it's the team, like Lex's team.
I'm trying to see what they're wearing for the door open.
Like. Let's go ahead and play some more of it.
We finally made it.
Okay, it's her. It's a hat. Damn, you see her
now as planned. I'll destroy you. And of course, That reporter you always do interviews with.
Yeah, her too. Look, more sexiness, more romance, more shots of hot chicks. Actually,
Yeah,
kissing in the air.
that's
Somebody
that's
different made this trailer.
that's good to finally see back in movies again. A little bit of actual romance going on, and it's characters that you want it to be happening with, like
Hell yeah.
Superman and Lois.
And somebody different made this trailer. James, we've noticed the different marketing the past week. Whoever
Yeah, the
made
last
this
week,
trailer
like
made the teaser TV spot trailer yesterday to hype, which was like 15 seconds beginning of this trailer of just the building falling and the car getting out. So far, they're doing great.
there's some weird ADR here and there. Yeah, the voiceover is a little different. We're finally hearing more from Lex. It seems like this is more showcasing what Lex is doing throughout the movie.
Who raised you as a child? I'll kill them too.
Very comic book Lex.
Yeah,
way better music.
That's still such a great shot. Like just having the Fortress of Solitude come out, and it looks very reminiscent of the 1978 movie for sure.
78 movie we did when they had. If you haven't seen the 78 Superman, it has the way they visualize Krypton. If anybody, I'm a huge fan of Man of Steel. But if they could take the way they visualize Krypton like this, like the Fortress of Solitude, it looks like it's diamonds growing out of the rocks, and everybody's like, white, like this crazy
in the
colors, like blinding you, so sharp. It's really cool way they do it. If they could add that into like Man of Steel, like James Gunn did it. He makes this.
One of the main things that I've really liked about all these, like the Superman trailers, even from like the first one and everything, is just that they're actually showing it all out in the daytime, and so that's gonna have some things going against it, because a lot of times they use a lot of dark scenes to hide bad CGI.
Yeah.
So the CGI is like, it's gonna really stand out if it's really bad, if it doesn't look good. But if they do it well, it'll be pretty awesome.
So far, it's not terrible, and it's good enough to where even if this is just for trailers, and they'll probably polish it up and get a little better. Andy will probably tell me, Rockville, you're crazy. They're not gonna do anything to this. Even if they don't, I'm still content with the way he's telling the story and showcasing it right now in music. I can lose myself. And oh my God, I saw, even if I see a wire, even if I see the thing coming up, they don't fix that.
I mean,
I'm still losing myself the way it's going.
That would really
it
stand
might
out.
just, you know what I mean? It's going to stand out.
Yo, what's going on? Yo.
Peepers?
I want to know what Uncle T thinks. Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's gonna be like me. He's gonna love it, because the last bit of this, Negris, oh man, the last bit of this, probably 15 to 20 seconds, is fantastic. He gonna love it. He gonna be like, dude, you see this and that? I'm not trying to give it away. This last bit.
But all right, let's play some more.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plans won't work.
Wrap it up.
Good luck with that.
I love them.
Yeah, so that shot.
Yep. I've seen a lot of criticism. We can go back and look at it. This shot's getting a lot of criticism.
Yeah, that doesn't look all that great.
They're slowing it down, just having him going, punching the teeth coming out. But it's like, I told Syfaxx, imagine you're a 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old kid. You haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy. You don't even know who the fuck Superman is. I haven't had a Superman movie since fucking Man of Steel. You're young. You just did high school. You haven't seen these shots before. This is badass in your opinion. Wow, we've
more than likely, yeah.
You know what I mean? Wow, we've seen similar stuff, and why didn't he knock his whole fucking jaw, his hand right through it? I don't care. This is something that, if you haven't seen it before, this is for people that haven't seen it. We've seen it, and I still think that's badass. I like how Crypto
Angel's saying they gave away too much in the trailer. I'm not seeing too much. I'm not seeing too much given away yet.
We don't know that, Angel. This is a different marketing team. I will give you this. They
so far, what it
seems
seems
as much with James Gunn when he was doing the marketing this past week, we've seen a lot more of the trailer than I'd like to see. But this end of it is probably what people need to see.
It seems a lot of the same shots that we've already seen for the most part, just extended. Like they'll be extended by like 3 to 4 seconds or something.
Except for that, we saw him and Crypto fighting, together. And then we see him showcase his powers.
I've seen a
You
lot.
underestimate his
A lot
powers.
that I haven't seen in others. Yeah.
On July 11th, let's get ready. Let's go.
Like Lois driving the T-Sphere ship. Yeah, I think that's coming up, right? So obviously we got a little bit more of the trailer to go.
Make him look big blue.
Buckle up.
They chose him.
Shit, which is I didn't see her flying a spaceship. I'll give you that. It's kind of corny, but it also is comic booky as shit. To where, again, if you're a kid, you're probably like, whoa, he's learned that from Marvel. I could have done without her flying a spaceship, especially in the
They
first
didn't have
fucking
to
movie.
do that. Should have.
They didn't have to do that.
Should have saved it.
I didn't even see all that.
Yeah.
Was that Mr. Fantastic's fucking air spaceship or something? Fucking plane.
No, not Mr. Fantastic. It'd be
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific.
Yeah.
It might be his, or like a Green Lantern ship or something.
Yeah, I think I didn't remember seeing that part in it, Angel. Maybe I wasn't paying attention too much. I don't remember seeing her flying something. I was like, wait, what? I didn't see that. So that was kind of more than I'd want to see.
Yeah, that's gonna rub some people the wrong way, probably. Yeah, more than likely.
That really makes it look more Guardians of the Galaxy than it should look. Definitely. If that wasn't in there, it wouldn't look Guardians of the Galaxy like I thought. I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, and then there's the shot of him floating in the background there, where he's like up in space.
Star-Lord?
Right here.
Is that a baby in
Like
his fucking hand?
He's holding some alien baby.
Has he got like tentacles coming out? Is that a Metamorpho on the right? That's Metamorpho.
Yeah,
right?
there's somebody out there to the right there.
It looks like Metamorpho. It looks like he's like making tentacles or something out of his hands, and he's fucking trying to like pull him into something or
something. Yeah, I didn't notice the baby the first time until you came to the still image. That's kind of weird.
He got a fucking baby in his hand.
Metamorpho's kid, probably.
Maybe it is. It kind of looks. Yeah, now you're saying that because I got the light in my face. Maybe it is fucking green. Maybe it is kind of green.
He is. Yeah, he's green. He has like a green tint to him.
So because I think Metamorpho is being imprisoned by like Lex Luthor, so maybe Superman helps him bust out. And the reason he's being, in prison is probably because maybe Lex Luthor has his kid. So he's probably like, look, I got your kid. He's like, they're working together.
Maybe.
That's a lot of shit they're showing right there, Angel. That's a lot that I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this image right here.
There's a lot going on right here. This shot.
Is this going to be in somebody's mind, or are they out in space somewhere? What is this? Some type of? It looks like it's some type of other dimension.
Yeah, that shows a little bit too much. Okay.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
They chose him. Let them die.
Oh, I love that shot. I love that shot.
Yeah, that's been one of the most consistently good shots from all the trailers is him saving the girl.
I love it.
It's a good shot.
That comes out and just like slows down and grabs. I love it. I love it. But the next shot's the one I'm like, when it showcases his power. I mean, awesome.
He's about to, right?
Hey! Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Film like that. Everybody's like this, talking about why is it all crazy? Because it's gonna be filmed in IMAX. When he punches my man's thing and his teeth come out, it's gonna be like 3D IMAX. That's
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they removed the scene where he's just breaking glass. Like, I'm kind of glad they didn't re-showcase that one again when he's like in that cage.
Yeah,
It's like
it looks like that's where he was most likely when he was busting that. When he was getting hurt somewhere in that that's a bigger leak of Metamorpho in the kid part. They must be in that area.
Film goer says Superman does acid. I think maybe
Fuck
he
yeah.
looks like he's tripping out there. It looks some type of other dimension. I don't know. It's like are they doing too much all in one movie? It's starting to kind of see. It's kind of starting to look like that.
This would be like if you were to do a Green Lantern film and it was off the chain like this, yeah, good. But for Superman, he should have kept it a little more grounded and based. I see some stuff in here I don't like. The her flying a spaceship for a girl boss moment. We don't need that. You know what I mean? The I like him fighting this part with Crypto. I love him showcasing the laser eyes.
Yeah, the laser eyes where he's just spinning around real quick. I mean, obviously, it looks like he's going to be doing a ton of fighting in this movie. I don't know if he's only fighting Lex. Is he actually fighting? Because he seems like he's fighting with Mr. Terrific is on his side.
Yeah, it wasn't a good. I didn't like that either. The little joke there is like, okay,
joke, yeah.
That was.
If there's too much of that kind of humor in it, it's not going to land well at all.
If that was like one joke he made with Mr. Terrific, because they had that kind of thing. If he's making jokes like that with everybody, like, oh, I'm not even hurt, but then getting beat up, we're supposed to believe him. Go, when he's trying to put himself back together, it's like we're not going to believe it as much if he's joking every 2 seconds.
Yeah,
it's like, wow, that really hurt.
You know? Angel says this movie seems thirsty. Maybe. I don't know. He says, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Film goer says, I will say this: the movie is only 2 hours and 9 minutes long, and with everything happening in these trailers, I think that's a valid concern. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot going on. So he's fighting the kaiju. You know, you have all those different characters. You got Metamorpho in like an alternate dimension looking thing, and his kid seems like he's there. And Superman's fighting all those different soldiers up in the air. So there's a lot going on in just these trailers, and it's like the movies. I don't know if it's gonna feel like there's they went with too much instead of just focusing more on just a solid Superman story. I think that's a pretty valid concern as well.
Depending on how long the third act, maybe let's hope some of this is convened to the third act and only half of it to where it's like, you know, setting up for the next movie, like the Supergirl stuff. And I'm gonna stay out.
There's also Ultraman. He's fighting Ultraman, and then
that's in the football stadium. So that's when I can see him be introduced to Lex Luthor, them fighting, you know, getting in some kind of conflict, getting beaten, getting locked up, meeting Metamorpho, learning about Metamorpho. Then while he's not only locked up, Lex Luthor using Metamorpho to torture him, try to get some secrets from him, like Lois Lane. Somehow, when he goes to attack Lois Lane, Superman breaks out.
It's like so you got to establish Superman, then you're gonna have Ultraman, you have Lex Luthor, you got all those soldiers, you got Metamorpho, you got that giant kaiju. There's a lot going on.
When you look at the rest his other movies,
it really depends on how it flows.
When you watch like Suicide Squad, there's a big kaiju in that. There's another fucking monster in that. I can see, just like I said, when the Russo brothers are going to be doing Secret Wars, it's going to be a carbon copy of Infinity War. It's going to be Thor getting killed by Doctor Doom instead of Loki being killed by Thanos. You know, they're just going to reuse the same storyline, same visuals, and this is starting to look like that to me. I like what he does, but I see a lot of things that he should have saved for maybe Supergirl to go off the wall with, and kept this more grounded, more like, you know, planet Earth based. The spaceship kind of throws me off. Makes it look too Guardians of the Galaxy-esque. You know?
Or stuff like the spaceship and stuff like that that cosmic looking scene with Metamorpho. Stuff like that seems like a little out of place, because the rest of the movie, I mean, the rest of the movie so far seems like it's at least kind of grounded to other than obviously the kaiju fight. But I mean, that's the kind of stuff that Superman usually has to come out and fight, or he does in the comics and like TV and like the animation TV shows and shit like that. That's some of the stuff that he normally has to go out there, and that gives him a reason to showcase his strength. But there's a lot of bad guys in there. It's like a lot of things he's fighting against, and then you also have to work in Superman and Lois's relationship throughout the whole thing.
Which they showed them
parents.
making out. You didn't get your head bump. Are you gonna acknowledge that? You didn't get a head bump. You got an actual
They finally don't have the head bump going on. That's a plus.
You didn't get your head bump.
You finally get back to actual romance and what a real relationship would actually be like, instead of that stupid fucking head bump, man. That shit.
That's what I'm always trying to do here, champs. I mean, we can always find some negativity like the LA riots, but right now, like me and Syfaxx said, they don't even kiss in movies anymore. They always go, "Ow, damn it! Ow, that hurt." And being James gonna making jokes, it's like, wait, he knows give a little bit of romance. That makes more of a better story. There's always some kind of romance in every James Gunn film, and I like that. The joking, he needs to start minimizing a lot more, especially as something. Again, Green Lantern, Supergirl, fine, I'm cool with that. But when it comes to Superman, when you play all these games, it's more of a serious tone. It's not humorous.
Yeah, there's
Batman. If you're usually Batman like this, Robin, you're Nightwing, don't talk to no man.
Yeah, it's usually a lot more like that, like has a much more serious undertone going on when it comes to Superman. Like it feels like there's actually stakes. Yeah. But we'll see how what they do with this movie, because right now, I mean, I don't hate that trailer. It was fine, but I think Angel was kind of right, where they did show a little bit too much. And then when we're slowing it down and really looking at some of these shots, you're like, oh man, that's, like I keep saying, there's a lot going on. I don't know if they're going to have enough time with just 2 hours and 10 minutes, because that also includes the credits and shit. So you're only looking at 10
minutes. 2 hours is enough time to tell a story. If you edit it properly,
it should be.
It's more than enough time, and you can get 3 good acts of fight scenes like the kaiju and him getting beat up by Lex Luthor and all the soldiers and the whatever it is, Ultraman, and then possibly having an even bigger fucking third act. There's enough time in 2 hours to compact all that shit in there if you do it right.
Yeah, we'll see how the pacing is for the movie, because that's going to be a big issue. I mean, if it's just like snappy, quick stuff, I don't know if that'll work out, if you're going to have enough time to really build up. Like this is Superman's first new outing with the new regime going on over there at WB, obviously James Gunn and stuff. But it's like you need to build up a lot of Superman in this, and we'll see. I don't know. I thought that trailer was pretty decent, though. There's a bunch of good shots in it. I think it looks relatively good. That shot where the guy gets his teeth knocked out, that looked a little silly, and obviously that's there for the 3D aspect.
That's right.
I don't know why they need to stop filming stuff for 3D, because 3D sucks, man.
Because when it gets to it, you're gonna find 2 or 3 things in the film, you'll be like, that was just for 3D. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? That's all it's for. And it kind of be like,
3D's gotten a little bit better. Like now that the last time I saw a 3D movie, it didn't give me a headache. Usually if I'm watching a 3D movie, that shit will give me a headache. I got to keep taking the glasses off and like readjust my eyes. The last couple of times I've seen one, and it was because it was an accident. I just bought the ticket. It didn't even say that it was 3D, and then they scan your ticket and they're like, "Oh, here's your glasses." And I was like, "Fuck, it's 3D." I usually do not like 3D movies. But the last couple that I've seen that were an accident, even, like, at least it didn't give me a massive headache. So there's that. There's that going for it.
Yeah. I got rid of them a long time ago. I remember I was trying to buy 3D television. I was like, you had them for 1 year, they'll be obsolete.
Yep. Bootzilla, hail Syfaxx from Rockefeller. What's going on, Bootzilla?
What up?
Who still watches 3D? That's what I was saying. Like when I've accidentally got those tickets, there was one time I remember I even went with DA. We showed up and we both thought it was a regular movie, and they handed us 3D glasses, and we're like, what the hell is this, man? It doesn't even say that on our tickets. But sometimes that happens, and that kind of sucks. What about 4D? I've only been to like one 4D movie, and it was a Godzilla -1. That one was dope in 4D.
I can't wait till the day you have like holograms, like holographic, like you'll be able to have like let's say put glasses on, that little processors. They got like the
it'll be like VR and shit like that.
Point to like right here, and you can even do something like augmented reality, like simple. Like I'm sitting in my house right now, right? I can one, cycle through different games. Be like, one would be like basketball, and then also they just put like a fucking basketball rim, and I can adjust the depth of the basketball rim. It's about right there, and I can just go.
Angel says, "I love 3D and
Fucking wall.
4D." The last two movies that I've heard were really good in 4D was well, one of them I did actually see, which was Godzilla -1. That was really good, but people were saying that Twisters movie was really good in 4D. So I'm sure some of these like big action movies, those are probably awesome to see in 4D.
And also, nobody's doing them anymore. So I think DC's just trying to get them out there to help the theaters because nobody's really making those. And it's a certain kind of film that needs to be done, and it's also extra bump for the theaters to get extra money. So
yeah, it's just an extra thing. I would rather them have just an extra IMAX screen though. Just get an extra IMAX instead of 3D because you'd make a lot more money. Because
it's time to start putting everything in IMAX because we got big ass screens in our houses. That's what's going to entice people to get out is nicer.
Yeah, so the main two ones that are out here, it's like it's IMAX and then Dolby. Dolby is really good too. Dolby, I don't know if you've ever been to one of
Dolby
those.
2D cinema. Yeah, I'm like.
It's like they just it's like better lighting, better graphics, like there's bigger sound. At least the theaters around me that do it are they're at least pretty nice. But this movie seems to be the best way to check it out is going to be in IMAX. It's shot for IMAX, so it's probably going to look awesome with that.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit an IMAX if I can get a seat. I mean, I'm going to go I ain't going to be able to go until either Friday night or the Saturday morning, the weekend it comes out. So if I can get an IMAX ticket, I'm in IMAX. But trying to go
I got tickets for Thursday. But it's not at the big theater that I wanted to go to. So I might go, and if I like the movie enough, I'll probably see it a second time and go down to the bigger theater, like the one that I originally wanted to go to. But they're doing the same kind of release schedule that they're doing with Fantastic Four, to where the day of or like the day before they have like a fan event for a Wednesday, which is kind of weird, but it'll have one 6 o'clock showing, and then the next day they have like a 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then a like 9 o'clock showing. And I'm like, why aren't you showing this in the IMAX the whole day? What I don't know what they're doing, but it's the same thing as far as the theaters around me are concerned. Anyways, I just find that weird. I think it's stupid. Like, where's your 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock showing on your opening night? Where are those ones for IMAX? It's like, what are you guys doing, man?
Yeah, you're right. So what else we got on the agenda,
when 3D is done right, is still awesome, like Doctor Strange or Tron Legacy. The last one that I saw, I don't know.
Multiverse of Madness. That I bet you when they're fighting with the music and the music notes are coming at them, that'd probably be pretty cool to see in 3D.
Yeah, the last one I saw in 3D that I thought was like the best 3D done was what's that called? Avatar. So like the second Avatar movie, like that was another one that I accidentally got in 3D, but that 3D was actually really good. Like it was coming out at you and everything. I didn't really care for the movie, but it was a cool 3D experience.
That's a pause. It was coming out. It was coming out at you. The first Doctor Strange. You saw the first Doctor Strange in 3D.
The first one would be cool.
That'd be cool shit to see, but I didn't think it was like made in 3D to be formatted. So if they put movies in 3D that aren't like made 3D, that sucks. Some movies like this is made. You see what I'm saying? When he punched him and you see like he's coming out, and then the teeth fucking fly out at you even closer. This shot's made for 3D. I didn't think Doctor Strange was. I'm gonna grab real quick. See the motherfucker came in 3D.
Let me go ahead and check Twitter real quick and see what people are talking about when it comes to Superman. I'm assuming it's or I would assume that they have some trending for Superman, right? Oh yeah, here it is. There we go. Let's go ahead and see what some of the people are saying. Go ahead and read through some of this.
Yeah.
Damn, let's pull this up.
So I didn't get it in 3D, but maybe it did come in 3D.
So James Gunn says Superman is coming to theaters and IMAX cinemas everywhere. Get your tickets now. I mean, okay, of course you got to promote your movie, but that's no big deal. Yeah, somebody right here has just said, I generally don't know how you can look at this and not be hyped. So obviously
Yeah, that part right there is awesome as shit. Great. I don't know how you can look at this and not be hyped. Oh, I think we said for him to go
Superman sold
spin.
more tickets in its first day than any other film in 2025. Is
Really?
that the report going out?
I don't know. You
I
tell
mean,
me.
that just might be or via Fandango, apparently.
Fandango said something. I posted something that said Fandango was site was it seemed didn't crash but received a lot of traffic to it. I'm like, I can see it, man. I told you I was gonna make $1 billion. I'm not lying, y'all. There ain't no fake hype about this movie. It actually looks good. That right there looks bad as shit. Him picking up that fucking lamppost and smacking
Yeah.
there with it.
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
Boom.
And then just, I mean, that's the other thing. At least, like some of the fight scenes that we've seen. I mean, we're only seeing a little bit of them, but they at least look like they have some weight behind them. Which they have a lot of problems with that when it comes to like this. That shot looks kind of bad when it's slowed down. If you're looking at Superman's face,
I don't know why it's red like that. Why his eyes are fucking red.
I don't know, maybe from using the heat vision.
Is that what's going on? He's burning his eyes from using the heat vision over and over.
Maybe
That's a
'Cause
pretty
it
cool fucking take on it. He's using it
yeah,
so
I mean
fucking much,
he would heal really quick though. But yeah, it seems like that shot might be right after this.
So it's just like an after effect. It'll go away eventually, but just right after his eyes are fucking burning from using it so much. That's pretty cool. We haven't seen that before.
Let's see here. Anything else?
The Green Lantern.
Most people, most of the stuff, at least that's from just the trending hashtag. I mean, most people are. The screenings for Superman have not sold out at all. Color me surprised. All the ones I was looking at were pretty damn sold out, and I got in on it pretty damn early. I could only imagine they're much worse right now. You got Rockefeller posting. There we go.
Hell yeah, I love this motherfucker, man. It's not a man. It's a thing. Don't talk about him like that.
Yeah, most of the people I'm seeing are like they seem to be pretty positive on it. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming people like other than I saw Kata's post with that same shot with this shitty shot. And he's like, that looks
criticism
bad.
I've seen. That's the only criticism. But me and you said it perfect. That's only for people that paid an extra $5 or $8
for the
a ticket.
3D.
Angel, you tell me. I don't know. I don't. Angel will know. He'll be like, no, $8, Rock. It's fucking $12 extra for 3D. Whoever paid the extra fucking money for the 3D, that's all that shot's for. I know it looks corny, and even especially the flying.
Hell, Emily, what's going on?
Hell, even the corny
it's
shot
trending on X. Yeah,
it's meant for the 3D. The corny parts that they're showing y'all, I guarantee you can be like, yeah, Rock said it's for 3D. It's for the people. They're specific shots made for 3D because some executive told them it had to be a 3D movie in IMAX. And that's right. If we want to get these theaters back in motion, some people like that. I'm not a 3D user. Some people might be like, dude, I love that shit. Everybody loves fucking IMAX. So even if you don't use it in 3D, it might be pretty cool when his teeth go all up in your face and you might hear crazy noises. It might be a little sold a little better in an IMAX theater. That's what that's for, though. So I mean, that's the only criticism I'm getting out of it. GG, good show, champ. Good form.
I may see it in 4D. Yeah, I mean, that might be a cool one to see. I'm going to just catch it regular first. And then if I like the movie, I'll probably see it like at least 1 to 2 more times. I'm hoping I really like it. So it'll be like one of the first movies in a while that I've gone back to watch multiple times. More than likely, this will be one of those movies. I could see that happening for sure.
Yeah, me and my boy that went and saw John Wick 4, one of my best friends, we already said we going to
the lovely Sherry. What's going on?
Hello, Sherry. Yeah, he said he's working. I was like, well, I'll wait till Friday night. That's why I'm waiting, because I'm waiting for him to go. He's like, dude, if this is as good as we think it's gonna be, I'll see it twice. I'm like, I'm gonna see it twice regardless. Just because I believe in this film and I believe in the universe, I believe what Django's trying to do. And he also listens to the fans. When you throw a can at somebody's head, you're like, why the fuck did he blink? Guess what? He don't blink no more. So we go in here and say it was good, and we give him the $1 billion he wants. You know, even the critiquing that he wants to say, look, I can fix some of this and less joking. I can use a lot less jokes and keep the alien shit in outer space and the fucking, less of it in the ground. He might actually
as long as they keep like that kind of Marvel humor out of it, to where every time there's like a big important scene going on, if they don't just end it like they cap off an important scene with some shit joke, that would be not great. But if it's just a few a couple jokes that aren't going to land, like the one that's in the trailer, that didn't seem to really land.
In Suicide Squad, there were a couple of jokes in it, and there was just enough. Some funny parts, like when they seeing who's the better killer, the better assassin. Perfect.
Yeah.
He knows how to slightly put some in there, but keep it serious. And I'm fine with this as long as it's not too much. So far,
I was focused on her profile. What is her profile?
What do you say?
Oh, yeah. Now I get what you're talking about.
Yeah, lovely Sherry. Go follow her on Twitter. She had a great Twitter. If you only followed the lovely Sherry on Twitter, go check her out. She's awesome. I love every time she posts.
Angel says, but I know T-Mobile will give away a $5 ticket. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of there'll be a bunch of
advertisements and shit like that,
like early ads and deals and stuff, because they're going to try to boost the numbers on this. They need to. Like, the movie needs to do over $1 billion for them to consider it probably a success, especially with the rumors about the massive marketing. And then I think the movie was like 350. I think the rumors are out there right now that it's over $500 million combined. And just for them to make $1, you're looking at like 1.1 billion just for them to make $1 back.
It takes a foundation. So if you spend 500 million, you only make $1 billion and $1, and that's considered making $1. Guess what? You didn't lose any money, and you got a nice, strong, sturdy foundation.
Said, oh yeah, they're hoping for $1 billion for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all these movies are Jurassic Park, Superman, and Fantastic Four. They're all aiming for that $1 billion, but I don't know if any of them will hit it.
DC. The goal here for DC is to not only get $1 billion, but to have every person, 75% of the fans walking out of the movie theater saying, that was awesome as shit. Not only do I want to see that again when it comes out on digital, I'm ready to go see Supergirl. They have to incorporate, that's what crypto is there for too. It was, why is there a dog in Superman? Because that ties into and the continuity of the universe into the next film. So when you walk out of here, they need to have $1 billion, and they need to have people saying, I'm ready for Supergirl.
I'm ready for the next movie.
Yeah, the next movie. We're fucking ready. Let's
go. Cinevere's emotional support hamster. What's going on? That's a good name. Oh man, I gotta hit Cinevere up when I come back. I gotta hit up Cinevere. She was gonna help me set up.
She was on
my
vacation,
OBS, so
let me come back. She'll definitely be up. So next week,
she'll probably be back.
Yeah, next weekend we go full steam. It's my favorite hamster.
Right on. Well, I mean, I was trying to find some chatter about the riots, but I don't know if they're dying out or what, because I'm not seeing anything pop up. Check the news.
I was watching the White House correspondent, press secretary, fucking Caroline Levitt earlier, getting their daily press questions. The guy was like, "So let me ask you a question. President Trump, is he about like freedom of speech, or is he more concerned about people protests? Why doesn't he allow people?" And this dude tried to set this Democratic question. If you want to watch some funny shit, I'll bring it up for you. You'll be like, aha, and see how good.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, no, she's awesome. Caroline Levitt, it's
fucking awesome. And
just about every clip I've seen of her, she's destroying reporters.
Donald Trump probably hired her because she thinks she's a 10. You remember Joy Behar? It's like, Joy Behar, no, he probably hired her because she's fucking qualified for the goddamn job. No, probably hired her because she thinks she's a 10. And I was like,
She's
I can show you why.
She seems the most prepared than any other press secretary I've ever seen. Especially whoever that last chick was, whatever her name was.
Oh yeah, fucking Karine Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, KGP or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, she was fucking awful. She didn't know what the hell she's talking about, except for
it's day 5, fam.
Told me in the Biden administration that I've already spoke to you about currently, and I'm not going to do it again. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Bitch. That's all she do.
So did you see what Walmart heiress said about the riots? I did not see that. I did hear about Walmart is apparently closing like 150 something stores, though. I did read that earlier, which doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's weird, man. When you go to these, like even going to Ralph's or Walmart out here, it's like everything is more and more locked up. Like they have so much. There's so many people out there stealing and shit that everything is locked up now. It's crazy. Like the most basic stuff is locked up. It's weird. It feels kind of very dystopian when you go out. So your Trump press sec before her was good as well. Yeah, just as blunt. Oh, she's funding it. Yeah, she might be helping fund it.
I was trying to get it to a good spot, y'all. My bad if I wasn't paying attention too much. I was trying to make sure I got it to the right spot. We had to listen to too much bullshit. So I got it up. You ready? Y'all ready to watch this chick annihilate and go nuclear on this dude? So he had two questions. One was about Syria and some shit. I tried to cut that one out. The second question was one was about one foreign, one was about one domestic. First off, let's do the foreign one in Syria. Then we'll come back to the domestic one in the homeland, what we know what the domestic's about, right? So here's question 2.
And then on the domestic side, you were just asked about the First Amendment rights issues. In the president's comments yesterday, though, he just said protesters would be strongly dealt with. In your list before, you referred to insurrectionists, rioters, and protesters together. Obviously, they're quite different from your earlier answer. I'm struck.
Is this a fucking question? You know what I mean? Syfaxx time. First off, look at homegirl down here. Look at Caitlin in the bottom left with her smug ass fucking face. Not to
mention, she always asks the dumbest questions. That chick.
Is this a fucking question? All I've heard is fucking like 3 statements on top of 2 fucking geared toward. This is the most set up bullshit ever. It gets better, but she shuts him down like shit. So we're gonna get to the question. He's just gotta pull the heartstrings.
He has to find his footing, apparently.
Yeah, find his fucking crowd. So
Struck by the fact that the president has not at any point said the most important thing here is to protect the First Amendment rights of peaceful protesters. So I'm wondering, where in his hierarchy of interests does he place that? Is the First Amendment protection the most important? Is stopping violence most important?
Okay, so where does the president put on the higher ladder?
What's his main focus? Is it the First Amendment or is it the violence? You can do both.
Syfaxx, you're not a press secretary? Holy shit! How'd you know that? You knew that, and you're not a press secretary. That's fucking crazy. Because this fucking idiot didn't know that.
Why is he not out saying all peaceful protesters will be protected?
I think 2 things can be important at the same time. And the president, I just answered, supports the right of Americans to peacefully protest. He supports the First Amendment. But that is not the majority of the behavior that we have seen taking place in Los Angeles. We have seen mobs of violent rioters and agitators assaulting law enforcement officers, assaulting our federal immigration authorities. And we have seen, as I said, this goes back to what this administration is trying to do and accomplish, and that's enforcing law and order in our nation's communities, and it's removing public safety threats from communities in Los Angeles.
You're saying the majority have not been peaceful, the majority have been violent.
I just read for you the arrest numbers. We've arrested nearly 400 illegal aliens alone, just illegal aliens who have been arrested in these riots since June 6th, since they began.
Thousands of people on the streets.
Yeah, and we've had hundreds of people who have assaulted law enforcement officers. Are you saying that that's that's appropriate behavior? Are you saying that the president should take action? The Democrat governor and the Democrat mayor of Los Angeles have failed their citizens. And the majority of Americans, the majority of Californians do not want to see law enforcement officers being assaulted in the streets. And thankfully, the president took action and stepped in to protect our federal law enforcement agents, to protect federal buildings, to protect the federal mission of deporting illegal criminals off of our streets. And that mission will continue every day as far as we're concerned. Thank you, guys.
She's fucking awesome.
Right on. Well said.
Well said. We love Caroline. She's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she's been killing it. And
dude,
so they've been finding a bunch of people who are going like out of their way to go back to places like the Pacific Palisades. That's the main place, one of the main places that was just on fire. And there's people out there trying to set fires so that then the officers out there have to go over there instead of like, so they've been finding people out there setting fires and shit. Like not just the cars and stuff. They were setting like the hillsides and shit back on fire.
If you watch Twitter, it said alerted. We found this guy. It's like some guy driving a truck. It said he works for like a Teamsters union. He was just handing out like fucking like protective face masks or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you need protective face masks for? Like, you know, give him the fucking K998 mask. We put the fucking give him some vaccinations while you're at it.
No doubt.
I don't know, man. The riots are getting out of control. Anybody down there, be safe. Stay away. Don't go there if you don't need to. That's all we can say.
Well, look, guys. So we're coming up on an hour here. I'm gonna be leaving for the next couple days. I'll either be back on Sunday or super late Saturday. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on how the weekend goes. And when I'm back, we will be back at it again. Obviously, next week I'll be around for Wednesday for another one, and then I'll probably stream when I'm back. If I'm back before the DA's office, then I'll probably be joining him on there, and I'll be doing a stream afterwards, more than likely. When I'm back, I'll be checking in on the news as much as I can, see what kind of connection I have up there. That's going to be my main problem. It's just shitty internet up there. But with that being said, we're going to be getting out of here. Rockefeller, man, let people know where they can find you and what's going on with you, man.
Man, I got Rockefeller Plaza, my channel where I do gaming. That's this one. It's the first one I started, but the one you guys want to see is Rockefeller Plaza 2, TOO, also. So if you go to Rockefeller Plaza 2 also, I just dropped my Superman trailer reaction video, which is for the second trailer TV spot that I didn't know was going to come out for this one that we just did. Go check it out. Besides that, I'll be on DA's office tomorrow night, and I'm going to be doing YouTube and chill this Friday without my co-host here because he's going to be out of town. But I'll be having
I will be gone.
And Darth Kirk with me. He got a fresh shave. Looks crazy as shit.
Well, right on. Hopefully everybody in the chat has a good rest of your week. I will be trying to have a good one as well. Sinrear's Emotional Sport Hamster says, have a good trip. I will absolutely try. And then DK Bones wants to know, Rock, you still joining me later?
Yes, I am. Tonight or tomorrow? You mean you said you're going to change the channel? I didn't get it. You said you were changing the time from this morning because of the plumbing. And I haven't received this message after. If you're going to send me a message, you haven't sent it to me yet. So yes, I'm ready. I'm waiting on you.
All righty. Well, I will catch you guys all on the next one. I'll catch you guys when I'm back, and have a safe rest of your week. If you're out here in California, stay away from downtown LA.
Stay away.
Be safe out there, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.